What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Lou Rock TV. And today I had a good day. Hung out with my homeboy Mike Sticks and Seams at the card show. Bought a few things. Hanging out with the family. Enjoying a nice little bourbon. Nice and neat, the way I like it. Little Four Roses, small batch. Tend to lean on the small batches. Just my favorite. But you guys know me. When I start sipping, on some bourbon, I start thinking about what's going on in the hobby, things I want to do with my collection. And I'm very excited. I'm pivoting, got a new project that I'm starting. Talked it with Sticks and Seams. But it's not something I'm ready to share. There's too many copycats out here. It seems like every time I say something about a card I'm interested in, 20 people got it. So that's the whole project. Super excited. Can't wait to show the YouTube universe when I'm done. It's gonna be a fun project. Small batch, Four Roses. For the money, don't get no better. Elijah Craig is pretty good for a nice low budget. Anywho, so with all the hobby drama, SGC, the sky is falling. Our boy Pete has finally confirmed what a lot of us have known. Or you could say what a lot of us dreaded, hope it didn't happen, hope it wasn't going to be true. But honestly, I started thinking more about PSA. Everyone's got their eyes on SGC, the little boutique brand, I guess now, the little mom and pop spot. I think it's kind of funny that's how PSA is trying to spin it, little boutique. Keep the little fans at bay. We're still keeping it. It's gonna be a boutique, a more exclusive club. But I was just thinking, I remember when PSA, early 90s, didn't know much about it because I was a kid. It was more prevalent as I was in high school, going to like the mall, the local mall, and the card shows. Those are the only card shows I remember as a kid. But going to like the LCSs in high school, hearing the old guys talk about this grading, PSA's not gonna make it. I don't need a company telling me how good my card looks, or how they're gonna tell me what my grade or what my card is graded. That's not, what if we don't agree? I just remember hearing those conversations when I was a young buck looking for rated rookies and Conseco's and stuff of that nature. But it wasn't until college and I believe this is where PSA grabbed a nice market share, was the internet. I mean, when you're buying cars on the internet, to have a third party with no skin in the game, no vested interest, there was some assurances there. In my college days, that's when PSA was starting to make a name for itself, blowing up. And I started thinking about it, my line of work, the best witness is an independent witness. Someone who isn't related to the victim, someone who isn't related to the suspect or the defendant, because they got no skin in the game. I want to talk to that independent third party, because most likely they're going to be telling me the truth. But that's what PSA was, that unbiased third party. It was great. Buyers always played down the card to get it cheaper. The sellers always played it up to get more money. It was a fun little game. I like the game. Little dance, little negotiations. But back in the day with PSA, unbiased, there was a standard. There was someone with no skin in the game to help out these transactions, especially online. But now, I mean, PSA is bulletproof. They are freaking bulletproof. They could do whatever they want. And the collector flippers are going to keep on sending money. And it has been proven that PSA does not care because they have done everything in their power to destroy that trust with the customer. I mean, it wasn't even that long ago, 2019, 2020. I just remember it was before COVID. The PWCC scandal with Edward Scissorhands, the trimming, the insiders sending known trim cards to get it past authentication with stellar grades. PSA customer service is by far one of the worst experiences that you can have. My buddies always complain to me about, turnaround times, or PSA dog-eared my corner, or, they holdered a card wrong or a check. They don't care. It's like they don't even know what a collectible is. They just slap it. And as long as the number is on there, that's what people are going to look at because that's the value. Just look at the number. Don't look at the card. PSA has shown over and over again they can do whatever they want, and people will keep on coming back to them. They are bulletproof. It is bananas to me, man. Just bananas to me. And SGC took an opportunity because they saw there was a need for customer service. They saw there was a need for quick turnarounds. And they started gaining some more market share, some more notoriety. They already had a history that was very dependable. They had a loyal following. But our man Pete was leading the charge, the tip of the spear. And PSA was threatened. So what do? They buy out the competition and they wait it out. Do they fix their issues? No. They just buy the competition. And then they take all their best graders to train them up to do things the PSA way. I guess it's easier to continue doing the stuff you've been doing than to fix the problem. Kind of funny. Don't fix your problems, just buy out the competition. Buy the competition who's doing it right. So why am I doing this video? Really, I don't care. I don't really grade cards. I don't send cards. But it's an issue. It's a real issue in the hobby. Now that Pete has left, what's really in PSA's way? I mean, you got CGC, they do their own thing. TCG Comics, they do their own thing. But now that Pete's gone, PSA can run amok. They already have been. My thing with PSA is they are no longer that independent third party, no bias. PSA got their hands in too many buckets. They're involved in too many aspects of this hobby of ours. I don't know a business where they benefit from their own opinion. They mess up your card, they destroy your card, they lose your card. You gotta go through heaven and earth to get your money back. And even then, they probably just give you credit. However, they give you a 10 on your card. No difference if they grade it a 6 or a 10. If they deem it a 10, guess what? They're going to hold your card hostage for some perceived value. And they're going to keep that card. And if you don't pay them, it's their card. I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't know any business model where their opinion, they benefit. They're like, nah, player, I'm holding on to this card because this is valuable now because of what we say it is. I'm gonna hold it hostage. Bananas to me. Now they're involved in repacks with our boy Jeff with a G. They're involved in repacks now. They benefit from all these Gavin Lux 10s. They're gonna just load up their products with all this junk slabs. It's just incredible to me that now they're involved in the secondary market. Just weird that they're involved in the secondary market like that. They're selling cards now. They're selling slabs now. They got the PSA vault. They got ties with eBay and their authentication process. But again, they're involved in the secondary market. They're no longer just an unbiased party. They have skin in the game, a lot of skin in the game, and it just feels icky. It just feels wrong. But yet we just continue to let them cheat us out of money. It's like, oh man, I sent my card to get a 10. I did everything in my power to get that card in pristine condition, sent it the way it's supposed to be sent, and the way I get rewarded is so you can charge me more money. And these guys do it, man. We give them the power. It makes no sense to me. All PSA. They were supposed to be the unbiased. From the humble beginnings of just being the unbiased, hey, let's make transactions easy. You know, let's be the company where you could put some trust in to counter against forgeries and fakes, reprints. They're not that no more. They got a checkered past. They buy their competition. And they're in it for the money. I mean, it's a business. They should be in it for the money. But they're robbing us. They're taking every dang dime we have. And it's like people can't wait to send their money to them. The line, I can't wait to see the lines at the National. I'm not going to be there. The videos of the line at PSA. People aren't even in a rush. Like me, when I'm at the National, I can't wait to go to the first table. I'm hoping I don't spend my money at the first table. But you will see people running towards the PSA line. That just boggles my mind. You're at a card show and you're ready to go to the PSA line with cards you already have for the turnaround. I think it's $125 per card, so you can get it back. Bananas to me. Oh well, just what's been on my mind. PSA is bulletproof. They're gross. Just, man, they're just involved. It's just too much, man. It's too much. It's too much, bro. And Fanatics, man. Don't get me started on Fanatics. 10x to hobby. Yeah, they're going 10x to hobby. They're 10x in the print run and putting it in gas stations. Damn, Dick's Sporting Goods, Best Buys. Shoot. It's bananas. It's crazy out here. My Yankees suck. Bought some dope cards today. That's another video. Ooh, see, I buy cards, bro. All right, beautiful people. I'm going to finish this nice little drink. Watch a little MLB. And I get up in the morning and watch my F1 race. Lando, McLaren, let's go. All right, with that, peace out. Go Yankees. PSA sucks.